Howdy. Alright, so the past art crawl, a lot of people asked me about my surfaces, where I got them, what they were made of, because I have a lot of small 6x6 paintings that I like to sell for like 20 bucks a pop. And instead of going to an art store like Jerry's Artorama, which I absolutely love Jerry's, or somewhere like that, I like to make my own surfaces. I don't know where I put my glue. Give me just a second. Found it! Okay, so, here's what I do. I buy untempered hardboard from like Amazon.com. This is, the brand is Jack Richardson & Co. I get them on Amazon. You can get them for $6 for maybe $10, $12, depending on the market prices. And then I buy canvas stretcher bars from Canvas Stretcher Bar Warehouse. They're based in California. What I do, I just get 6-inch bars. That's the only place I can really find them in Ready Supply. And they've got slots in them, so you can just slide them together. And they're pretty tight fit. So we got that now. Squeeze it together. I usually have a rubber mallet too to help me with this a little bit to get it all lined up. Let me grab my mallet. Rubber mallet. All right. Just to make sure that this is kind of as together as we can get it. These aren't perfect. The shape of the boards and the sizes and stuff don't always line up perfectly, but it's pretty close. So I make sure to glue it on the side of the label. Just makes it a lot easier to undo it. So I'm gonna take some wood glue. I've got Elmer's wood glue. I don't really think the brand matters too much. I could be wrong. If I am, let me know. I've used Gorilla before. It seems to work just as well. I've used it on both of them on bigger pieces than these. So, and I'm just going to apply the glue to the flat side of the canvas stretcher bars because there is a ridge on this side. Okay, just get a good amount here. All right. So I got it slathered on pretty graciously, and I'm just going to place the board on top here. Kind of visually line it up. Like I said, the size fit isn't quite perfect all the time. You might have a little bit of a ledge coming out, and that's okay. These are great for practice or for practical pieces of art you want to sell. Then got some clamps here. I'm going to clamp each side, doing my best to make sure the board doesn't slide too much. Okay. Some glue coming out on the side here. I'm going to make sure I want to wipe that up before I let it start drying. Okay, there's 2. Here comes number 3. And here comes number 4. Now you want to leave this, I leave it overnight. Take off this excess glue here. That's a lot. Wipe it on my apron pants, because pants to a guy are just napkins. Alright, so I'm going to leave that overnight, and I've had one that I made yesterday that's been drying. So I'm going to take these clamps off, and you'll see that I got a good surface, it's solid. It's not going to go anywhere. From here, I can take my primer, which is just Rust-Oleum American Accents primer. I buy whatever's there on sale. Brand doesn't really matter that much to me. I'm going to apply a very thin coat here. Sometimes I don't even use primer. Sometimes I just go straight into paint. It just depends on how I'm feeling. But since I have a can of primer, I'm going to let that dry. I'm going to do it in thin layers. And I have one that I've already primed and blackened too, so we can go ahead and make a piece of art. So I've got this blackened. What I'm going to do with this is I'm going to use this this cutout. I'm going to place it on the board. Underneath, I'm going to tape some rare earth magnets that I have. I'll have to locate those. There they are. I'm going to tape this band to the underside. I'm going to use this stuff, which is iron filings. I'm going to sprinkle it around so the rooster will be outlined with iron filings, and you'll also see magnetic spectra. And then I'm going to take this yellow and probably this blue and do kind of a stripy pattern. Unless I have a lighter blue, I'll use that. Once that's done, I'll take off the rooster, brush off the filings, and we should get kind of a cool spectrum thing. But I'll come back when I get to that part.